It's wonderful to see all you out there. Just feel like Mom is here somewhere, just enjoying having you here. I'm Marcy, I'm Ruth's daughter, and I'm here to help you celebrate Ruth's life. Quick story, kind of will reflect what Frank said as well. We had a 100th birthday party for Mom almost 2 years ago, and a story was shared with me. A family friend, Jennifer, went to Mom's doctor and said, "What is the secret to Ruth's long life, 101 years?" And the doctor, Dr. Wong, said, "It's her positive attitude." And I just think that was such a simple statement, but it just rings true about the kind of life she led. She was not cranky. She was not a cranky senior citizen. She was an optimist. She believed in a glass half full. As Frank mentioned, she would learn everybody's name if she met you. The staff at the Avant, her neighbors there, her neighbors in San Francisco. And I'm not going to focus on the sadness. I want to tell you about what a delightful person she was. She was born in 1921. That was 3 years after World War II ended and 8 years before the Depression started. She was the second of 4 siblings. My mom and dad settled in Menlo Park in 1954. They joined this church, and she was a member for almost 70 years. She volunteered as well at this church. She loved wearing colors. She always wanted to dress beautifully. But she never wore jeans. Never did I see her in jeans, because those were farmer's clothes. She was still a child of the Depression, however. She didn't want to throw anything out. She gave my husband, Bob, a pair of $7 reading glasses where the frame had broken, and she said, "Can you glue these together for me, please?" She also had a toaster that she had had for probably 30 or 40 years. All the dials, you could not see any of the numbers on it, but she didn't want to throw it out. Only she and Ahi knew how to toast in that toaster. She was very independent and self-aware. She made the decision to move out of her home into the Avant. She picked the Avant. She said, "It's time." My brother and I are like, "Okay, yes, Mom, whatever you say." She stopped driving when she was 96. She made that decision. We didn't have to, have that hard conversation with her and say, "You need to stop driving now, Mom." She was dedicated to her family and friends. She couldn't swim, but she loved to hang out at the Russian River where we had a cabin, go to the beach with the kids. She floated in a raft at the Delta until she was how old? I don't know, 90s, in her 90s? She just loved to get in the water. She played bridge, and she played canasta in the early days in San Francisco. She kept playing bridge for decades. She would call me sometimes and say, "I won $2 today playing bridge." Christmas was a special time for her when we were drinking gin fizzes and listening to Perry Como on the radio. But she really loved doing Christmas cookies. So she would do the sugar cookies, and then the kids and the grandkids would frost them and do wonderful works of art that we would enjoy, and then once dinner was over, we would consume. She was very close to her younger brother, Bill. Bill was 14 years younger, but they had a special relationship. In fact, he could not say Ruthie, so she ended up being Ooey, and that became a family nickname until the day she passed. Bill unfortunately passed just a week before my mom, and we all imagined him standing at the pearly gates, welcoming her, saying, "Come on, Ruth, let's do this together." I want to thank you for all of your support over the years, all your well wishes. As we have said before, huge thanks and much love to her caregiver, Ahi, who meant so much to us and took such great care of Mom. Weren't we blessed to have Ruth in our lives for 101 years? Yeah. My goal is to emulate that positivity. As Helen Keller said, "What we have once enjoyed, we can never lose. All that we love deeply becomes part of us." I've lost my mom. Many of us have lost our family matriarch. I'm honored to have been her daughter and basked in all that positivity and love. Thanks for being here. Special thanks to my nephew Adam for all his hard work on the video you're going to see, to Troy, wherever Troy is, for organizing me, and to Frank for coming all this way to be part of this service. Thank you.